From the station that made country music famous, 650 AM WSM, this is a Coffee, Country, and Cody podcast. Hi, it's Charlie Matos, and in this episode, we Zoom with Walker Montgomery. This was recorded February the 16th of 2021. Walker, boy, what a great family lineage. The son of John Michael Montgomery, the nephew of Eddie Montgomery, cousin of Dylan Carmichael, another young, great artist. And Walker was just set to release a brand new single, and we would talk about that and a whole lot more, including a new record label that the hit songwriter Dallas Davidson is involved with. So a lot of good stuff to get into. Enjoy our Coffee, Country, and Cody podcast with Walker Montgomery.
More Coffee, Country, and Cody is on WSM.
650 AM WSM, Circle Television, and a pleasure to welcome back to Coffee, Country, and Cody, Walker Montgomery, the pride of Nicholasville, Kentucky. And we have power, or at least we have a hot spot that we have discovered in the last 24 hours. Walker, welcome to Coffee, Country, and Cody this morning.
Hey, good to be with y'all. I wish I could be there in person. I would have brought y'all coffee, but this is what we got to do for now. And thanks for having me back. And yeah, you're right. I definitely did not just learn about this personal hotspot thing that's going on, but it's working. I'm hoping it looks clear, but either way, it's great to be with y'all.
Well, it is great to visit with you as well, and lots to talk about. We got a brand new single that we're going to feature in just a little bit, a YouTube series called Influenced By, and I have to admit, and on a very selfish note, it's not often on a station that has the great country music history of WSM that I get to talk about jazz. But you are an aficionado of the big band era of not only the big band orchestras, but those great torch singers. So this is just for Walker Montgomery from about the late 1940s. Take a listen to this morning.
There we go.
We'll meet again.
I love some Vera Lynn.
Oh, when I saw that Vera Lynn was one of your influences, I'm like, oh man, I love this guy already, but I'm really on his side now. So where did the appreciation of all that great music from decades past come to you?
Well, that's a great song.
Yeah.
And I love talking about. Everybody's always so shocked by this, and I would suppose that it came from my mother, really, because growing up, driving to school and everything, she'd always have I guess back then it was CDs of Frank Sinatra, Benny Goodman, Vera Lynn was one of them, Glenn Miller, Artie Shaw, all these great musicians and great orchestras. And we'd always watch the black and white movies and stuff like that, Cary Grant and Jimmy Stewart. I was watching a movie yesterday, and it was old Jimmy Stewart, and it was just like a mind warp. I'd never seen him so old and everything. But it definitely the main protagonist from it was definitely my mother.
All right. Well,
that's so neat. You're going to love this, Walker. Yesterday for a snow day, my boys and I watched The Shaggy Dog in black and white.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
And my son's like, is it in black and white the whole time, Mommy? I said, yes, it is. Enjoy it.
Keep the trend going. I love it.
Well, listen, there's truly only, regardless of what genre you talk about, there's only two kinds of music. There's good music and there's bad music. And there's a reason why people are still listening to some of this stuff 60, 70 years after it was recorded, because it was good then and it's good now. So
no, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. So when did the YouTube series start that you're doing? But I love the idea of just kind of focusing an episode on folks who influenced you in your musical career.
Well, my team, I don't know if I'm that creative,
okay,
but my team came up with it, and I was like, oh, well, I know some people. But so we just sat down one day, and they just kind of put a camera in front of me and let me start talking, and that's what came out of it. But which I don't know if that's always the best idea. But no, Randy Travis, Josh Turner, obviously Vera Lynn is on there, Glenn Miller. I've been blessed to be surrounded with so many great songs and great music growing up that have influenced me into the musician that I am today. And that's just kind of the idea that came from.
Yeah. And we should be remiss if we didn't point out the great musical legacy of your family. John Michael Montgomery is your dad. Eddie Montgomery is your uncle. Your cousin just proposed a week ago. Dylan Carmichael. Megan Alexander had that in one of her entertainment stories. And he did it in a great way, Megan. Remember, he kind of under the guise of a video shoot, right? If I remember correctly?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He said he was nervous and he blacked out. He was so he was so nervous. Congrats.
Oh, he did, and congratulate Dylan Carmichael's my cousin. He's a great American. And but I texted him and congratulated him, and he's gonna be a great husband. But I told Shay good luck because she's gonna need it.
Walker, I'm sure you've been asked this question a million times, but the holidays, when all your family gets together, does it happen organically with people just start singing, or is it after a few drinks? Like, what's it like in your family when everybody gets together?
And it's kind of weird, and my answer might let you down. But really, when we get together on the Thanksgivings and the Christmases, it's kind of a don't bring your work to the family gathering. So really, there never was that much singing. I can't say the same about drinks or anything like that. but no. But I don't know why. But it was that's just kind of the way it was. And really, I wouldn't trade that for the world.
Do you have any stories or memories that have influenced your musical career of being backstage at the Opry? I know, we were just talking about so many people in your family. I mean, even Dylan was a security guard back there for a little while before he made his debut. Yeah. What are some stories that you have?
Every time you're at the Opry, it is kind of like that blackout moment where it's just such a surreal experience, and you're just like, wow, I'm here. I mean, the history that comes there is just amazing. But my favorite experience at the Opry was actually my first time singing at a charity event there, and it was for Troy Gentry's foundation after he passed away, and it was right before COVID, so I'm glad that I got in there before everything shut down. But it is just such a surreal experience, and it's a blessing just to be able to go there.
Well, you are a featured artist on Play It Again Music, and Dallas Davidson is one of the great names in songwriting in this town. And we could do a whole morning of nothing but Dallas Davidson songs and play nothing but number one hits. That's how great a songwriter he is. But now he is a record label owner as well. And how did that connection come about?
Well, Dallas, and I don't think he likes it that much when I say this, but I grew up on Dallas Davidson's music. Yep. The songs that he wrote. I don't know, it might make him feel old or something like that. but the Luke Bryan, Jason Aldean, that's what I grew up on. That's what we gathered up our trucks around on Friday nights with a bonfire and everything. So I knew who he was and how much of a lyrical genius and melody genius that he is. And it just kind of happened organically. I went over to write at Play It Again with some of their writers at the time and met and just kind of kicked it off. And he offered me a deal, and it's been so great to work with Dallas Davidson and Ryan Doki over there at Play It Again.
Yeah, he's got 16 Luke Bryan cuts. That's a career right there. If he never wrote anything else, right? So we're going to play the new single "She Don't Know." Tell us about this one, and then we'll play it for everybody on WSM Radio and Circle Television.
Yeah. Well, She Don't Know it's a beautifully written song, and I was so blessed to cut it. We've got some great playlists on Spotify and Apple Music. We just got new boots, but it's, in this kind of holiday season of Valentine's Day, it's the perfect song to let your gal know just what she means to you and everything that you see in her that she might not think about on a daily basis. But that's just She Don't Know for you. But I hope everybody's enjoying it. We've got a tremendous feedback.
Brand new from Walker Montgomery on 650 AM WSM and Circle.
She don't know she's that girl that turns me on, wrecks my world with a little smile. I bet I told her 1,000 times. She don't hear when they talk about her. Yeah, I hear them all saying, who's that guy? Her love, I don't deserve it, but she don't know. She don't know.
Oh, that is good stuff. That is brand new from Walker Montgomery and She Don't Know on 650 AM WSM and Circle Television. Boy, you mentioned honored to cut that song. That's a good single, Walker.
Oh, man, I appreciate it. I when I heard it, I was like, that one. Yeah. I want it.
Uh-huh. So that was not one you were involved in writing, though. So who were the writers on that one?
So that was Dallas Davidson. I believe Michael Ray was on that, but
oh wow, okay.
But I just it's got some pretty heavy hitters on it.
Yeah, and you are a smart man already. You have learned growing up in the music industry that it doesn't hurt to cut a song by the guy who owns the record company. When you got 25 number ones, though, it's a good call to do. So,
Walker, you said it, not me.
Yeah, WalkerMontgomery.com on the web, Twitter and Instagram. You can follow Walker. Well, it's simply just Walker Montgomery, and an artist to watch in 2021 by Sounds Like Nashville and The Boot. It's been great visiting with you this morning. Nothing but the best, and can't wait to come have you see us in studio sometime, Walker. It's great to see you again.
Hey, no doubt. Thank y'all so much. God
Thanks,
bless
Walker.
y'all.
All right. Thank you, buddy. Thanks for listening to our Coffee, Country, and Cody podcast. Our program director at WSM Radio is J. Patrick Tittle. Our digital producer is Haley Hall. Marketing and promotions director is Amanda Cannon. And I'm Charlie Matos. If you like what you've heard, make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode. And leave us a review on iTunes. It really does help new people find the show.